Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending upon when you're watching this video. So this is for our discussion group. This is relating to, I think it's week 5, and this is one of two videos that I'm going to be posting dealing with these two questions. So the first question, I'm going to kind of read the question, and then I'm going to address address the question. So number one, it is reflect on Gregerson's video and provide a revelation or insight about letting not great fit staff or volunteer go. I thought this was interesting. It was good because the people that I've had to let go, I've had a different way of letting them go. And I think this is probably a better way. Gregerson's way is probably by far better than my way. The way that I know is you only know what you know. But she argues, or she states, that there are these three ways of letting someone go, and I'll discuss all three, and then we'll just get into how I thought and what I think about it. Okay, so number one, she said that is there a clear expectation for the work? So was it written out? Did you agree upon what are the clear expectations for the job? That's one. Two was if things continue not to work out, then 30 days afterwards you will do a performance improvement plan. So you'd sit down with this person and kind of write out all the things that you know that need to get done. Lastly, if things still continue not to work themselves out, she suggests that you end. How do we end the work relationship? And she thought that it isn't working out, and I don't want to fire you, but I do believe it's time for you to leave. And how can we do this? Whether we throw you a party, write you a really good letter, but I don't think it's working out, and I think you should probably step down before I have to release you or fire you. And that was her process, and I thought that was a pretty decent process. For myself, I was, as I was listening to her, I was wondering, the people that I've had to let go, was there a pattern there? And maybe there might be for my context. Number one, letting younger people go who are highly skilled and artistic tends to be some sort of a thing with the churches that I've been a part of, or the church I've been a part of. So we've struggled with keeping my old church a youth person, or not a youth person, but a music director in line without being fired. And normally, our particular style is very progressive. We do hip hop, we do jazz, a very eclectic type of worship music, which requires a particular type of person, which we've never had anyone lead our music who's been over the age of 30. That's one part. The other part is we tend to have issues with how the worship person interacts with other people or other bandmates. And so twice I've had to let people go because of the relationship part. And what I tend to do is her number one, which is make sure the clear expectations are very clear. I would say I agree with that 100%. So what are the expectations that you need to know to do the work? A performance plan, well, I always go off the job description, right? And so if I think you're doing something that you shouldn't do, we'll just take that job description and go, I don't think you're actually doing the job that we want you to do, right? And making sure that it's very clear, and then letting that go. And if I have to talk to you a third time, then I don't really ask, how can we have a relationship that's, how can we have this be a clean break? It's pretty much like, if I have to talk to you a third time, we're going to end the relationship, and whatever happens, happens. And I try to do it as grace-filled as possible. But again, we all have our particular nuances, our own culture. And so being an ex-military, former law enforcement person, I believe that people have jobs, and they should do their jobs to the best of their abilities. And if they're not able to do so, well, then they're not able to do so. And maybe, again, it could be all on me and on that I'm not showing enough grace and mercy. But that's how I kind of see it. And I think Gregerson's way probably is by far better. and you have less conflict. But then again, I'm the kind of person that if we have a conflict, then we have a conflict, and so be it. So that's what I think about that. So yeah, there it is. Peace.